looks like at different times of the night. Now, one thing you might have noticed if you've been to Soi 11 before, or a few months ago, a few years ago, is that there used to be way more freelancers on the street, and also there's a parking garage right at the entrance, somewhat of the entrance of the street, where you would have between, I would say, 10, 15, 20 massage girls standing on the sidewalk almost every night. Those massage girls are pretty much gone. So what you will notice if you spend a lot of time in Bangkok's nightlife, or nightlife of any city, or even Pattaya, is that it's constantly evolving, it's constantly changing. I will guess this is probably due to authorities enforcing laws in certain areas, so girls will shift from one spot to another spot to avoid prosecution or something along those lines. This is just my guess, okay? Now, in terms of the girls and the quality of the girls that you see at Soi 11, a few hot girls, I would say, mostly average, and then you have, of course, as is the case in most areas, some ladyboys. Not that many, not as many as you would find in Soi Nana, for example, but you do have ladyboys there as well. The clubs that I always recommend: Levels and Insanity. So Levels is a freelancer club that has no cover fee, so you can go in for free. Closes at around 2 a.m. in the morning. And then if you need something afterwards, you can still check out Insanity, which is open longer, usually around 4 in the morning. Now, both clubs have mostly freelancers, but there are some regular girls in between, okay? So don't think that every single girl you would find at that club is a working girl, because that's not true at all. But most are freelancers. Levels, they say they don't allow ladyboys, but the fact is there are ladyboys. There are ladyboys at Levels, so be aware of that fact, okay? On the street you find bars as well, so regular bars that you could use for just hanging out, or if you want to meet girls there, or for a date, whatever. Now, in terms of the overall quantity of girls, Soi 11, not comparable to Nana, for example. You will find cheaper girls and more girls, way more girls, if you go to Soi 4 Nana, right outside of Nana Plaza, that is for sure. But in terms of late night options, so say around 2 in the morning when Nana Plaza closes, you're still looking for freelancers, then this is definitely a good spot, because Soi Cowboy will be closed as well. In between Soi Cowboy on Sukhumvit Road, between Soi Cowboy and Nana, Sukhumvit Road, yeah, you find freelancers up until 5, 6 in the morning. But generally Soi 11 is a pretty good choice in regards to late night options for freelancers, because even after Insanity closes, you will have freelancers on the street, and some of them are pretty okay looking, some are even good looking, but of course there's not that many of them that you would find at that time. So very early in the morning you would still find options. And now in this video that you see here, you see a couple of different girls. Two of them that I generally, consistently have seen over and over again are Vietnamese girls that I find are pretty good looking. So I don't discriminate. A lot of guys say, oh, you go to Thailand, you can't do black girls, you can't do this, you can't do that. I say, whatever girl I find attractive at any given time, I will pick, okay? So it doesn't matter if she's Vietnamese or Thai or whatever. Now with black girls, I generally agree, because most of them, based on my taste at least, they're not attractive, so I don't even think about it. But these two Vietnamese girls you see in this video, they look quite nice, especially the second one. Now price arguably is expensive, right? But if you time it right, in general, with freelancers, you can even get a deal where it's either a very low price, say 1,000 baht. Sometimes, I don't recommend this, but sometimes when you stay out very late and you talk to freelancers, and maybe they're already sitting on their little stools somewhere on the side street drinking or eating, you can even get it for free. This is mostly happening when, let's say, a freelancer, number one, kind of likes you already, but most importantly, wants a place to stay because she's drunk already, and there's police checkpoints all over the place, so she can't take the car home. And then usually when that combination is in place, that she kind of likes you and is drunk already and needs a place to stay, then something like this happens. So really for me, Soi 11 is just a place. Let's say I'm having a friend visit me in Bangkok, I will show him Soi 11. Or going out very late, then I will also check out Soi 11. But it's not a place where you will go to, have fun starting at 9 p.m. because there's nothing really going on. It's just the bars where people are sitting. Whereas if you go to Soi Cowboy or to Nana Plaza, you can have your fun starting from 8, 9 o'clock. Go to a bar, hang out there. Lots of action. And Soi 11 is nothing compared to those places. So if you time it right, it can be a great location to hang out. But you know, it's not the most exciting place to spend your night. All right.
till tomorrow. Tomorrow she's my wife. Pojdziemy sam na
ได้ใส่โคนอ่ะเอาโคนไงอ๋อใส่ตุ้งใส่กระสน